Hello everybody. On my computer so that I can interact with you guys hopefully this time. It's not showing yet in my feed. Am I really live? Let's see. There's always an awkward few minutes at the beginning of this. It's not showing in my feed. Takes a minute or two, I guess. Catch up with me, YouTube. All right, I'm just going to talk to you guys for a little bit and I'll check back there in a second so that you're not sitting here watching me fiddle in with my laptop. So I told you whenever I received my ABH Subculture palette that I would do a swatch party for you. And so here it is. And I didn't intend on it being this late at night when I was doing this. But you know, I had church and cooking and Big Brother and all these things. I'm sorry, I should have adjusted this before I started, but I'm trying to do this at my vanity and have a laptop and everything here, so it's kind of not conducive to what I'm doing, but you work with what you got, right? So I use it on my eyes today. It turned out really pretty. There were a lot of kind of things that I ran into though that I didn't expect. Basically colors that didn't perform the way that I thought that they would. And I'm really starting to believe very wholeheartedly that you kind of need to have both of these in your hands when you're working with this one. So I'll come to those conclusions in a minute. I was talking with Sabrina Makeup Mom and trying to help her with the live stream, and neither one of us can seem to get our chat up where we can actually see and interact with you guys. So if you're here, thank you for being here. It tells me that I have one watcher, one guest. So hello guest if it's not me. Last time it didn't take this long for me to see myself in the feed. So sorry about that. Sorry about it. I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, I'm still fiddling with that and I'm still not showing in the feed. So, I tried to do some swatches the last time I had a live feed and I didn't do very well. And I'm really not probably wearing the shirt that's very conducive to this either, but these are all experiments. So instead of making really long swatches on my arm, I'm going to make little swatches on my hand, and I'm going to do it with my finger. I know some people like brush swatches, and I have the brush, and I have my color switch here where I can do that, but I think I just want to start off by showing you guys the colors, and then if I can get hooked up with you on the chat, then maybe you can ask for what your preference would be. And I have my glasses off so that you can see my makeup, but I may not be able to see, so I'm going to put them back on for now, so that I can see the tiny little writing on the names here. So here we have it. The ones that and there went the brush. The ones that I had trouble with or was kind of confused about is this one called Cube that looks white, and this one called Electric that looks kind of lime green. I tried both of those on my inner corner and neither one of them showed up at all. And I didn't wet the brush. Maybe that's my next step. but I'll show you how it swatches on my hand, or I'll show it to you on my finger. I have the wrinkliest fingertips ever in life. So there's that, and I'm just going to put a little, and I don't even, it's right here, but it has like a pink and orange shift, and you can't see it at all. And that's exactly what I got whenever, if I hold it down here, I can sort of see the orange and pink shift, but it's almost undetectable. And so I'm not really sure what to do. Sorry, I gotta grab my towel here. I'm not sure what to do to be able to show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna move on to Dawn, and I think that's really pretty. It's this one here. I guess I should hold it this way. And that was a perfect transition color. That's what I started with in my crease today. And it's a very nice kind of light camel tan. And you can, I wonder if I need to turn my vanity lights down a tad. See if that helps the color show up a little better. So this is just a nice little camel. And you can sort of see the white, but not really. I really need an assistant here. The next one is called Destiny, and it's kind of an army green or an olive green. Puke green. Not a great word to use when you're talking about something that you're going to put on your eyes. But it's a really nice, very, very pigmented olive green. It's very nice. I'm going to click on my refresh again and see if I can't hook up with you guys on my laptop. Stream. Then I don't know how I'm showing in anybody else's stream. So boo. Oh, here we are, live now. I found it. Army green or olive green. Okay, there I am. Let me turn my sound off. Not a great. And then I'm going to see if I see anybody in the chat. Nobody there, at least from my side of things. It's not showing anybody in the chat. So here we go again. Back into the swatches, guys. This towel will not stay up on my lap for anything. All right. Next, I'm going to go into Electric, which is that funky green-ish thing. And I had the same kind of situation with this one. It's a really weird texture too. Like when I put my finger in it, it almost feels like I'm gonna have to dig into the surface with something to get it to give me any deposit on my brush. And there's that one. It's you can kind of see the glow on that one. I'm wondering if these were meant to be toppers. So it'll be interesting to see from other people if they, if they think that also. The next one is Fudge, and I hear that this is a shade that they've already had out, that it's a favorite. And so, oh man, I didn't need to use as much as I did. That's Fudge. It's really pretty, rich chocolate color. And this is Adorn. It's the one that I have all over my lid today. I did wet it before it showed up. That's what's on my lid. I did have to wet it for it to show up on my eye the way I wanted it to. But it is a really pretty coppery gold color. That's it right here. And here comes my Marley Bob. Hi, Marley. Okay, next is New Wave. It's kind of reminds me of the creamsicle shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette. Kind of a orange soda-ish color. And that's it right there. I used it on the outside of my crease also today, and that's a beautiful, beautiful peachy color. I really like that one. Next is All Star. I'll give you All Star and Untamed, which is this row right here, or this column right here. All Star, I'm running out of hand. All Star and Untamed. Right there. All Star, Untamed. Again, a beautiful kind of jade hunter green color and a pretty brownish burgundy, kind of a rusty burgundy color. And that's what's all in my... Oh, I see you, Becky. Dun, 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 dun. I see somebody in the chat. Yay, Sabrina, I figured it out. You have to refresh. You have to be on your phone or camera and also be on a device like a laptop with where you can refresh it and not interrupt your own stream. So, hi, Becky. That's my best friend, Becky. And I call her Bex, so you'll hear me say that a lot. So that's what we have so far. I'm going to move up my arm. Next we have Mercury. That one, Mercury and Edge. This column right here. And this is the first one. Mercury is a really pretty taupe. And then Edge is kind of a mustardy yellow. So there's Mercury and there's Edge. Edge literally looks like mustard. Like if you smeared mustard on your hand, then you have Mercury. Now, for my two favorite colors, Axis and Rowdy. Axis is... I knew things were going to start falling eventually. Axis is this one. Rowdy is this one. Angels Singing. Right there. Beautiful, deep, dark teal. And then Rowdy is a really, really pretty, dark, blackened plum purple. Oh, guys, these are all very, very, very beautiful colors. And whenever they say that this is a sister palette to the ABH Modern Renaissance, so true. So true. Because I went in for my inner corner highlight and I used Primavera. And for my brow bone, I used tempera, however you say that. I never did figure it out. And so if you have both of these, there's lots of hiccup. If you have both of these, then you have almost anything that you would need for any look. But with this, I'm feeling like there's not a brow bone highlight, and I'm feeling like there's not an inner corner really bright color that's going to give you a bright inner corner. So I'm not disappointed because I feel like I have it in... Look at me, I'm holding up the wrong one. I'm not disappointed because I feel like if I have both, I'm going to have what I need in the combination of the both. But if I didn't have both, I would be disappointed that there wasn't that in here. I'm kind of that girl who wants to have a palette that I can get the whole look out of, that I don't have to pull in 14 different things. And the Jaclyn Hill palette was absolutely that for me, except it doesn't have a matte cream or vanilla white shade. That's the only thing I don't like about the Jaclyn Hill palette. The rest of it is perfect and wonderful. Hi, Damaris. My friend Damaris is here too. So, Cure and Electric. I don't know what to do with those yet. And I haven't tried them as a topper on something else. I haven't tried them wet, so I need to experiment with those a little bit more. And I kind of wanted to wait to do the live stream before... I wanted to actually try it before I did the live stream. So, I'm going to go down here and scroll and see. There's a little bit of a delay of what I'm seeing on my laptop. Hi, Sabrina. I said something about you just a second ago. And they are as soft as butter, except for any of the shimmer stuff. And that's all of these. Even the gold one, Adorn, Electric, and Cube. That one, and that one. If you look closely, can you see that there's almost like a film? Do you ever touch those shadows and when you put your finger in it, it almost feels like there's a film over it or like a skin over it where you feel like you need to dig into it to get back into it? That's how that one felt. That one and that one. They all have this weird texture, and they're all the shimmers. All the mattes are buttery and pigmented and beautiful and incredible and wonderful and seriously ABH quality. And I don't know that there's anything wrong with those three, but I had to wet the brush to get what I wanted out of this one today, and that's what's on my lid. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but I had to wet it. So the next time I use this, I'm going to try to wet the brush on Electric and Cube. In fact, why don't I just do that right now? You barely have to tap your brush in the mattes. It does kick up a lot. And there was a little fallout when I didn't tap my brush off or when I forgot to do that. But other than that, like, it wasn't anything bad. It wasn't anything crazy. I'm going to wet my brush with Fix Plus and try this Cube color again and see what happens. I'm going to go right here with it. Now, let me just see what happens. I'm going to do that on Cube. And I didn't see any chat, Sabrina, until, I was on my laptop for a minute, and then I refreshed my screen, and then I saw all of you. There was a little bit of fallout, but as long as I still, I honestly cannot see a thing at all. At all. Like, I didn't even put anything there on my skin. So, I just don't get that one. I don't get it. Let me find another shader brush. And I'll do this with Electric too and see what happens when I wet it. Sabrina, do you have the Modern Renaissance palette? If you have the Modern Renaissance palette from the mattes, because it's an identical formula to the Modern Renaissance. Okay, let's try the green one. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I can't see them. I can see, well, now that one's drying, I can kind of see it. But do you want to fight that hard for the color to show? Like, to barely show anything? Do you want to fight that hard? I don't. Especially when I can go in the Modern Renaissance palette and get, Primavera, and it's like this beautiful shimmery thing, and I don't have to work hard for it at all. Oh my gosh, like a dream. To answer your question, how do they blend? You don't even have to blend. Oh, this shirt. It's so cute, but I can't keep my straps where they belong. All day long, I told Becky I don't like to wear clothes that I have to fight with the whole time I'm wearing them. It's okay if they're cute, but if you have to fight with them the whole time, it's like, what's the point? But anyway, the color is just beautiful. I barely even touched the shadow whenever I was putting them on my hand. And if you can, I don't know, it doesn't kick up and stuff like that. Doesn't bother me. I'll just blow it off. It doesn't bother me. Whenever it's soft and pigmented, almost every time, like Lorac shadows, that's what they're like. They kick up because they're so soft that you can't put your brush into it without that happening. But oh my gosh, they're just gorgeous. I don't even know if my swatches are doing them any kind of justice, but it gives me the happy joys just to look at it, if that tells you anything. But anyways, what is a glitter glow? And for me, I'm looking at you over here when you're over here. I'm using Google Chrome, and I go into my channel, and I keep refreshing until I see my live stream, and then I click on my own live stream on my laptop. And when I first come in, I don't see any of you. And so on my computer is, you know, the little round, I don't know how computer literate you are, so please, I'm not trying to be condescending. But on Chrome, there's like a little half circle with an arrow up in the left-hand corner by the where you type in addresses, and when I click on that, it refreshes my screen. Then I saw you guys. I mean, everything that you said was there immediately. So obviously, you kind of have to get the live stream started, go and get hooked up on your laptop, you know, get things started with the people that you're talking to, and then refresh after a few minutes, and then it'll show. It's showing me that there's 4 people here in the room, and I think one of them's me, and one's Dom Maurice, and one's Becky, and one is you, Sabrina. So isn't it nice that my friends come in and support me? They're so great. So, any other questions that you guys have about these? I didn't really have much else to say other than those 2, electric and cube, I'm confused by them. There's a beautiful, these 2 are beautiful transition colors. The gold works out great whenever you use it wet, and all the mattes are pigmented and beautiful and blend like a dream. Like you barely even have to blend. They blend themselves. Thank you, Becky. So, I've done everything that I came to do as far as showing you this. And I'm going to wipe this very quickly because I'm going to end up with it on my clothes. Oh, glitter glue. I should try glitter glue, and then, okay, I have some right here. I'm going to have to lift this. I have some right here. I have some NYX glitter glue. So let me put some glitter glue on my arm and try and see if that does anything to bring out the color. I think I'm being a makeup snob though, because I'm like, I don't want to have to work so hard. But if it's like drop dead beautiful gorgeous, I'm gonna switch arms here. If it's gorgeous and wonderful just by adding a little bit of glitter glue, then I guess it would be worth it. Do I need to let it get tacky first? It's already tacky, so I guess that was a dumb question. All right, I'm going to go. I put enough where I could do both. So I'm going to go in with cube on one finger and electric on the other finger and see what we come up with here. All right. This is cube. And this is okay. I can sort of see the green one. But I can still barely see the pink or the whitish one. I don't know, guys. I don't know about these. And as it dries, it seems like the green one tries to show. I don't know if my lights are doing funky business. I can sort of see the green one, but I can't see the white one at all. I don't know what to say about those two. Do you think it's possible that they're toppers? That they're meant to go on top of something else? I dropped the little plastic thing that goes over the shadows. I'm going to look like crazy business when I get finished with this. Tap it on. Okay, I did not tap. I swiped. Let me try it again. See, when I'm looking at it from here, when I'm looking down onto it, I can see a pink-orange shift. When I lift it up to you guys, I don't see it at all. And so maybe it's my lights. I have a big lighted mirror, and I had it turned up all the way so you could see me. I'm going to turn it down and let my camera adjust and see if that makes any difference in you being able to see them. I still don't I still don't see them. So I don't know. I think we've done what we can do to make these work, and they're just not. And you know, sometimes too, whenever you're doing it on your eye and when you're doing it on your skin somewhere else, you might have a little bit of a different experience. So it might be, I don't know. You know, as it comes out, there'll be lots of people using it and talking. It works, because I was really excited because Becky and I watched a video where we saw that the cube one was, we could see the pink. And I don't know if they had studio lights on themselves or what, but you could see it. I'm like, I thought that was white. It's got a major pink shift to it, and we could see it on her video. And then I saw somebody use the green on their inner corner, and it was very... Are people having issues with the same one that I'm talking about? The same ones that I'm talking about? Or are people having issues with different ones than I'm talking about? Because I watched a couple videos where several, maybe 2 or 3, where people said, I don't know what about these two. And I tried it. I tried it on my inner corner, and like I said, I couldn't see it at all. And I probably applied it in there probably 3 different times. Just trying to build it up, thinking if I build it up, it'll show up better. But anyway, I'm still happy to have it. I'm kind of excited to take both of these and do something with some of both. Like together, make a look at using both of these. Yeah. And so I'm not going to give up on them yet. I'm going to try them, because if that pink shift, the cube one, if it worked on a lid, maybe it needs a white base or maybe a black base. That's another thing to try. I don't think I want to draw black lines on my arms right now, but maybe when I'm just playing around and fooling around with it, maybe I can try it with like a white, like a NYX Jumbo pencil and milk, or a black base, and see what they look like on top of a black base. I don't know. I haven't heard like actual Anastasia people talk about any of these. Okay, I have something on the stove, and I just realized that I talked for 30 minutes and I thought it was going to be like 15. So I'm going to go before I burn my house down. But thank you so much for being here. If you guys think of any questions after I go, you can put